Really, really proud of our guys and our program. I'm going to start off by thanking our fans and especially the Oakland Zoo for them to show up like this today with it being spring break and to have that section full. We all are incredibly grateful for that. And then for the rest of the fans that made this night, for Blake, KJ, and Will, just really, really special. Incredibly grateful for that. Proud of these guys. You know, when we were 1-5, I'm sure there were a lot of questions and a lot of things that people thought or said about us and about our program and about this team specifically. And everyone to a man in our program just put our heads down, kept working, kept believing in each other, and it took us going on the road to figure out how hard we have to play, the level of attention to detail that we need to have. And as crazy as it sounds, I thought the best thing was having to play Duke. As good as they are, having to play them because it required us to go to another level. And we saw that we could do that. Really proud that, even more proud that we responded after that one going to Georgia Tech. And since then, it took us going away to learn how to win here. And we haven't lost here since. And we closed it out today. So really, really proud. These two guys were terrific all game long. I thought other guys were really good. Fetty made some incredible defensive plays on Burns down the stretch. Zach, a couple of defensive plays. This guy, defending that three in the corner without fouling, and then stepping up and making some big free throws and plays against the press. So really proud of our team.
Like, to piggyback off of what Jeff kind of just talked about, last year the Northwestern win was kind of viewed as that game where it all clicked. Is Duke that game this season? Did it feel like all the pieces kind of came together after that one?
I think you could say that. But it was bound. I mean, you got to understand with the new layout of college basketball, you got to, everybody loves to win, but you kind of got to expect that little grace period. You got to have a grace period where not only is the team getting to know each other, but, some teams are just young. You know what I mean? Just don't know, or just haven't played together much. It happened last year, too. So, we got through that, and, we started to tap into our full potential.
Like, what were the emotions like walking into this building knowing it was your last game here?
It's all good, man. I always play like this is my last game here, so it wasn't really too much different.
Like 21-10 this last year, 21-10 this year headed into the ACC tournament. What do you think makes a difference for the team this year?
What makes the difference? I guess there is no difference, right? Same record.
Bub, you guys trailed for the first 9 minutes in the first half. A 17-point lead trimmed down to a one-score game late in the second half. You guys didn't really blink in either instance. How do you guys stay calm in those situations where so much is on the line?
Really just trusting yourself, trusting our teammates. I mean, one thing we always preach in locker rooms and stuff is just getting off the mat. Teams are always going to throw their punch. That's NC State. That's a good team. So they're going to throw their punch, but it's just about getting off the mat, how you respond to it. And I feel like we definitely responded well.
Question for Bub and Blake. This is the fourth time in the last 5 games you guys as a team have shot over 50%. What's leading to that efficiency on offense?
You go first, Bub.
I feel like moving the ball more. The ball has a lot of energy when we playing. I feel like everyone is just happy for each other. Everyone wants to see each other succeed. And I feel like when you got a team and teammates that's thinking like that, the ball's gonna go in for sure.
Yeah, and our success rate has been up ever since the assist numbers has bumped up. So I really ain't got much to say after that.
Bob, it seems like you're shooting the three ball really well the past 5 games. I think close to 48%. What's clicking specifically there for you?
I would say really just confidence. I feel like I kind of was in my head a lot when I don't see one go in. But it's really just staying confident, knowing who I am, knowing what I can do. So it's really just about stepping up and really just knocking it down.
We were talking about games that are like turning points for you. You had the Wake Forest game, you went 3 of 13. You come out in the next week, the Virginia Tech game, you're out in like the first minute of the first half. But since that second half, I mean, to follow up what he said, I mean, you've been shooting really well. You're averaging like 17 points per game. Was there a turning point for you in that stretch, that Wake and Virginia Tech game?
I would say, really, I just got asked a question like this earlier. I would really say just the season. Like, I've seen a lot this season. I feel like I've grown a lot. And I feel like as the season goes on, seeing different teams, different coverages, I feel like I'm just knowing a lot more, knowing when to pick my spots, knowing when to do certain things. And I feel like when I'm comfortable in that, I feel like I could be one of the best players in the country.
Do you feel like a freshman still, Bub?
For sure. I feel like there's definitely a lot I don't know and a lot I can learn.
What about Blake? Do you still view him as a freshman?
I don't treat him like one. I gave him a little grace period, but ever since he got back from Christmas, I don't treat him like one. And let's be honest, he doesn't play like one. So he can think that, but no one else treats him like that. I can trust that you can say that. No, most freshmen don't stay on the top of the sky report like he does. So he's not.
Did you guys expect him to kind of take away the perimeter in the opening half? Was that in the scouting report?
Yeah. I mean, of course, we know what type of team it is. Let's not forget, NC State is a good team. They gave us their best fight. We just outlasted them.
The record is the same, 21-10 going into the ACC tournament. What about the vibe you guys are feeling in the locker room and your confidence? Is that the same as it was this time last year?
Yeah. I think we feel good going into this. Vibe is cool. We're a vibey team. Good vibes. All right.
Hey Jeff, you guys are up 3. Shots missed. Fetty gets the offensive rebound, puts it back in. It seemed to spark some energy. How big was that play? Because I think Bub hit a 3 right after that.
It was huge. I thought we were getting some good looks. The ball just stopped going in, and they were making everything. You give them a lot of credit, man, and I think it speaks volumes to Kevin, his staff, and their team. We got up 17. We came out of halftime, and we were really, really ready to play. I told our guys, like the whole day has not been normal. It's just been off and just different. And I thought we played that way the first 20 minutes. I told them at halftime, things are normal now. When we come out on the court, it's going to be normal. When I'm speaking to you, it's the normal time that we've had all year. I thought the first 3.5 minutes we really played well, then I thought we let up. Then we got it back, they cut it to 9. Then we got it back to 16. And then I thought we let up again, and they started making shots. They had a kid pass that's made 2 threes all season, and he makes a corner 3 against us. And they kept pushing, they kept fighting. I thought Fetty's play was huge. Bub hits a 3 after that. They're pressing us. We break the press. We get an and-one dunk. I thought Fetty had some unbelievable defensive plays against Burns. Bub not to foul Taylor in the corner on the 3 and to come up with the rebound. We had some game pressure, and guys stepped up and made some plays.
What's gone into the fact that you guys can now score from so many different ways now? It seems like there's more sense of confidence. You don't need the deep shot. You don't need a mid-range shot. You guys are finding different ways to get right to the basket.
Well, I think we've just gotten better. I think guys have more confidence. We have more understanding of who we are, what our strengths are, of the offense, what we're trying to do. But I think the main thing is that we're sharing the basketball. It's 16 assists tonight. I think the last 2 games, I think we had over 40 if you combine those 2 games. And so I think that's the main thing.
Jeff, are you able to appreciate this program's growth over the last couple of years? I mean, you got a double bye for the first time in the history of this team being in the ACC. I mean, that's a big deal.
No, it's a big deal. I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for the guys we have in our program and our staff. I've said this, it would have been easy to roll over when we were 1-5 and, we're headed to play Duke and all of those things. But we believed, they believed in us, we believed in each other, and we learned how to fight. Sometimes it takes getting your face rubbed in it a little bit for you to understand how hard this is. And we have really good guys, and they were able to turn this thing around.
What's the root of that belief, Jeff?
We recruited them all, so we believe in them. We believe in who they are and their potential. I see every day, when I say it's me and my staff, how hard these guys work. Like, they're gym rats. They're in the gym. They're working on their game. They're eager to learn. They want to be good individually and collectively. And so we see the work that they put in. They see the work that we put in as a staff with them and trying to make sure we're prepared. And our scouts, they probably get tired of all the things that we go through. But I think they have a better understanding now of how important it is and how important the attention to detail is, especially the young guys. So I think it's all of that. We have a great spirit in our locker room. The guys get along. They cheer for each other. They want each other to be successful. There's no jealousy, which is huge. And so all of those things has helped. Guys have accepted roles. All of those things have helped us.
Jeff, is there a sense? I know you guys have to like stay focused, but is there a sense of what you guys have to accomplish to make sure that you're in the tournament? Is there any talk of like, hey, we have to do X, we have to do Y moving forward?
All we've talked about is that we just have to win. We just have to keep winning. We've had a 1-0 mentality. That's all we talked about for this game. Finish strong, be 1-0 after tonight. We'll enjoy a couple of days off. Obviously, we won't know who we're playing until sometime on Wednesday, and then we'll be prepared for them on Thursday.
Jeff, we talked about records being the same this year to last year. Last year, you guys were pretty high up on the bubble. Seemed like you were pretty safe in the NCAA tournament. This year, that's not the case. Why do you think that is?
I have no idea. If you look, our numbers are better this year than they are last year. If you look at what someone told me on my staff, I never look at them, but from what they told me, we're higher in the net and Ken Palm and things like that. So I don't know. I don't worry about it. I really and truly don't, because I can't control it. So I try not to give it much thought.
You mentioned on your radio show the other night that the back-to-back 21 seasons, that you thought it was huge because you had heard some chatter after last season of can they do it again? And last year you went with the older guys. This year you're winning with the younger guards. How much does that mean to you personally? And do you feel like you've proven something by having another 21 season and winning in a different manner?
I personally felt like I didn't have anything to prove. I mean, I know I'm a good coach, and I'm not saying that in an arrogant way. But I believe in me and us and the things that we're trying to do. Having back-to-back 20 wins is great. It's awesome. I'm proud of it, for our guys, and for them to learn how to fight. Our job as coaches is to teach, and for us to be able to help these guys learn how to fight, how to work, how to persevere, how to push through, how to believe. Those are things that if they take them, those will help them in life for the rest of their life. I think there's so many lessons you can learn through being a part of a team. I've been a part of a team my whole life, from being my dad's ball boy when he was a high school coach, being a ball boy at Wake Forest for a couple of years until I got too cool and didn't want to do it, having my own teams from high school and college, being part of it. And I've been very fortunate to be a part of some great teams as a coach. And then I have my family. That's my team. And so I've been a part of some really, really great teams. And team is sacred to me. It always has been. And as long as I'm, have the privilege and the honor of leading a team, I'm going to try to teach the lessons that my high school coach, my college coach, and my dad taught me.
Jeff, Will has 2 years of eligibility, but walked tonight. What went into that decision?
Well, Will walk during graduation in April. I know it's been stuff out there. He has not informed me or us as a staff that he isn't planning to come back. Obviously, with the nature of college athletics now, you never know what your roster is going to be when the season's over with. We're grateful for him, and he's a big part of our team and the success that we've had this year.
Coach, looking forward to the future. You got Brandon in attendance tonight. How did it feel? Did it make you feel proud to be able to get a win and show him kind of what the culture will be?
Yeah, well, Biba's here just about every game, and so we're always grateful that he's here. Just like last year, he was here at every game, so he understands the culture. I think it's one of the reasons he wanted to be a part of it. His brother helped change the culture, along with those guys last year. These guys have continued, to build that. And look, man, we can't say enough about Blake. I mean, what he has meant to this program, and specifically for me, to have a guy like that believes, and that, he gives the message to our team every day in practice. Normally would be in the past where we'd huddle up and, they'd stretched and we'd huddle and I'd come down there and say something and try to motivate. I was getting ready to do it the first practice this year, and he did it. And I thought, wow, what he said was pretty dang on good. Did it again the next day. I just got close and listened. And I was like, man, that's way better than what I was planning to say. And I just let him do it. He's done it. These guys believe in him and what he has meant for this program, for me, for our coaching staff. When you have a guy that believes like that, and our paths cross for a reason. When I took this job 6 years ago, he was a guy that his name came across our desk. And I don't think I ever talked to him. I've watched him on tape, and I don't know why we didn't go after him. It was stupid. I think in year 4, when we were here, he was available that semester. And I know that my brother talked to his dad, but we didn't pull the trigger. I don't know why. I was thinking about so much other stuff at that time. But when that season was over with and we tried to, started building that team, fortunately he was still available. And again, our paths crossed for a reason. We needed him, he needed us, and it's been an unbelievable journey that we've been on together, and grateful that we still have more to do.
The importance of the role of just having someone like him, not only what he brings, but also carrying over the leadership factor from last year's team to this year's team. How important is that to have a tone setter like that?
It's huge. It's huge. But I think even more important, like he was a part of winning last year, of turning. He was a part of winning before he got here. So he knows what it looks like. I think the biggest thing, though, and the biggest example that Blake has given to every kid in this program, and even us as a staff, you want people that are grateful. You want people that appreciate being here. And for as long as I'm the coach here, I'm going to fight to have that, to get guys that appreciate. No one's bigger than the program, whether it's me, whether it's whoever the best player is, whether it's Charles Smith, DeJuan Blair, Jamie, like no one's bigger than the program. And he has been so grateful and appreciative to the city, the zoo, the fans, us as a staff, the university, everybody. And it's been really, really awesome to be around every day.
Real quick, Jeff, on Fetty, have you seen consistent progress from him lately? I think he scored 8, 7, and now 8 or 9 points again.
Yeah, it's that, but it's more so the rebound, the defense, all of those things, the energy that he plays with. I think he's, doing a really good job for us.
Excellent.
Thank you.